Hello participants, my name is Joshua. I'm your instructor on the analysis of efficiencies and total factor productivity. As part of the pre-training materials, I want to show us how to describe our data sets. By now, I believe you have downloaded R and R Studio, and you already know how to import your data set. If you watched the previous video, we imported FDAT Excel data to R console, and we're going to continue with the example. We try to obtain the quick summary statistics, but you know that when we want to make a neat report, we always need a better table. Usually R uses packages. Come here, you see a lot of packages, and we can divide the packages into two. We have contributed packages and the system packages. Contributed packages are packages that you have to install before you can use them, but the system packages come with R when the software is installed. For our descriptive statistics, we need three packages. We have table 1, summary tools, and tidyverse. You need to install those packages before you can begin to use them, because they are all contributed packages. To do so, you come to Tools, you click on Install Packages. I need table 1, comma, summary tools. It's better to pick the name there so that you don't make spelling mistake. Then we need tidyverse. Fine, then you install. I have them, so I don't have to install, not to waste time. After installation, what you need is to load the packages. So that is loading necessary packages. So library, since they are all stopped in library, then you have to use library to load them. So library, table 1, library, summary tools, library, tidyverse. Then highlight them, then you run. Okay, good. You wait until when you have this greater than sign here. So that is how to load the necessary packages. If you want to understand how to use these packages, because that is the main thing we teach most of the time, you have to go to come here, packages. Then the package that you want to study, you locate it. Take for instance, if you want to study table 1, so you look for table 1 here. The moment you have installed, it's going to be stored in this library. So let's check for table 1. Table 1. Okay, good. So just click on it. You can see the user guide, description, and so on. Now I want to learn how to use table 1. This table 1 here, that's the function I want to understand how to use. So I click on it. Usually to save time, you can go to examples. So there are a lot of examples. Here, this an example here. We have, depends on the type of descriptive statistics you want, whether the one with no stratification, the one with one level stratification, and so on and so forth. So you can even copy, paste here, then you change the names of the variables to save your time. So let's come here. We are using FDAT, and if you look at your FDAT here, it has many variables. And when you want to come up with your descriptive statistics, and most of the time you are not interested in descriptive statistics of all the variables. So there is a need for you to select the columns of the variables of interest. So if you want to do that, let's come back here. You may need to go back to packages and see how to use tidyverse to do that. But I will show you in a very simple way, very simple to understand. The starting point is to record the names so that you will quickly remember the names of the variables. So names, FDAT. Okay, so let me have the comment here. If you want to have the comment, just put hash and write your comments. So what are we trying to do there? That is getting the names of the variables. So let's run it. So this also, you have 11 variables. Let's say I want to obtain descriptive statistics for sales, labor, materials, and capital. Just 4 out of these 11. Then I need to create a new data set. This is the beauty of R. You can create thousands of data sets. Just ensure that they have different names. So let me call it data stats, something. You can call it whichever name you like. Equals FDAT. That because I want to obtain it from FDAT. Then you have percent, greater percent. In layman language, percent, greater percent, you can say then. That is, what do I want to do with FDAT? I want to select. So what do I want to select? I want to select sales. Make sure the spellings are correct. So for me to see what I'm typing, I'll bring it down. Sales, labor, materials, capital. Okay. So you run it. Fine. So I now have data stats that contains sales, labor, materials, and capital. So if I want to get the descriptive statistics, let me call the descriptive statistics something like stat1 equals say width. Now data starts. What do I want to do? Describe. This is the function in summary tools. If you go to summary tools, you will even see this example there. So you can even copy it and just change one or two things. Describe. What do I want to describe? I want to describe my data stats now, not everything. So data stats. Okay, I want to see what I'm typing. So let me bring this one down. So I can run this directly. Can highlight it this way and run. Fine. So if you want to see your results, then you need to say view. Now, the view that is coming up, this is very, see what I'm trying to do here. Because this view now, you can see view table. Let's check, maybe we can get, the view we need is view summary tools, not view table. So, which means you have view in many packages. So, but since the one that I need is that of summary tools, so I will say summary tools. You can see dot. So I click on this. So then view here. Yeah, you can now see view summary tools is coming up. This is what I'm saying. So you pick it here, view. So that is the one I need. So what do I want to view? I want to view my start one, comma. Then you have to give it a name. File equals, I normally like to see what I'm typing. File equals, then the name, put the name in quotes, start one. Simple and straightforward. So if you have done this and run, you can see cell output file written. Written where? It's written in your directory straight away. So if I want to check it, I come to where I have my directory. This is it. TF. So I click on this folder. So this is my start one. So you right click. You say open with. So I need to open it with my Word. Microsoft Word. This is it, Microsoft Word. So let's open it and see the results. You can see the results. Super simple. So now that you have it here, you can do whatever you like with it. So this is design, get the table correctly. Then now you can say maybe your table one, yeah, so on and so forth. Yeah, I don't need this. Yeah, good. Then well, if you want to retain the generated form, you can just put it there or you delete it and so on and so forth. So this is it, and you have so many of them. You have the mean, standard deviation, minimum, first quartile, median, third quartile, maximum, mean absolute deviation, interquartile range, coefficient of variation, skewness, standard error of skewness, kurtosis, and so on and so forth. So this is, so and you can delete whichever one you don't need and so on and so forth. So this is how to obtain your descriptive statistics. And I hope this is very clear, and I want you to please try to repeat it, try to do it. But let's say I want to obtain descriptive statistics now, let's say frequency distributions, but with one level of stratification. That is, I want to obtain frequency by certain by another variable. Take for instance now, if you look at, let's quickly do that. Let's go back to the name so that we can see clearly what I'm trying to do. Here we have size type. The size is, if you look at size type here, you can just look at it here. Size type, you have small, medium, and so on. Then if you look at city is in names. Industrial also is in names. So let us come back. Let's go back to our code to illustrate what I'm trying to do. So let's say I want to obtain the frequency distribution by size. That is, I want to know the number of small industry from each city, and small scale industry, medium scale separately from various cities. That's very simple to do. That is why we need table 1. So I say table 1. So then I will have this function. Don't forget it. So it's this approximation sign. Then say city. Then I will have this perpendicular sign here. That is by what? Size. Okay, by size type. The name is size type, so it's not just by size. Comma. Then data. We have data equals, that is the name of my data set, f that. So you can run this and you see your results. Run. This is what I'm saying. If I let me zoom in so that you can see clearly. Yeah, you can now see large, medium, small, overall. So in Akure, for instance, you have about 2.6% of large firms, because if you add this together, you get 100. 2.6% of large-scale firms in Nigeria are located in Akure. That is the meaning. So you can see very, very neat. So that is what we are saying, and you can just copy like that and take it to Microsoft Word. You can make your adjustments as necessary. So thank you. This is what I just want to show you today. We take it from there again. So please, the beauty of this is for you to practice. That's very important. So please do practice some of these things.